Here are top 10 cryptocurrencies that you should have in the month of July. I know we are already a couple of days into the month of July, so I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go right straight into it. So the 4 major narratives that are driving this top 10 cryptocurrencies I'm giving you guys in this video today. Number 1 is the blockchain layers that are powering stable coins. Okay, I'll talk about why that is important. Number 2 is DeFi project. Okay, any project that is powering decentralized finance project. I'm also going to explain that to you. The third one is RWA, real world assets. So any project that is empowering the transformation or the transition of real world assets into the blockchain is one of those criteria in which I have gotten these top 10 cryptocurrencies I'm giving to you guys today. Now at number 4 is projects that are ISO 20022 compliant. Now this is very, very important. Now in number 1, why did I say blockchain layer project? Now here's the thing, okay? On the 17th of June, the United States Senate passed into law an act called the Genius Act, okay? Now this Genius Act is a law that empowers the United States to create a platform for stable coins to exist. In other words, the United States is doing this thing before the eyes of everybody, and people are not paying attention. What they are doing right now is they are now tokenizing the US dollars into a digital form, of which major countries in the world have not realized what the US is doing yet. Until when it has become too late, that is when the game will become clear. So right now, because of this new act that the Senate has passed, it has now made it legal for companies to operate and run stable coin cryptocurrencies. Now let me ask you, of all the stablecoin cryptocurrencies that are currently available around the globe, are you aware that over 95% of them are made in the USA? Now, why is it that other countries are not creating stablecoin of their own? Why is everything centered in the US? It is centered in the US. Why? Because the US have an agenda to make dollar, whether it is in crypto or it is in fiat, real life or it's in digital life. They want the dollar to always be the world #1 currency. The US dollar will rule over other currencies across the globe. That is the agenda. Now, with that said, it now means that any project that is powering stable coins on the cryptocurrency blockchain, it's going to be a serious move from now to God knows when, because this bill was just approved by the US Senate on the 17th of June. Now, the second narrative I mentioned is decentralized finance. Why is that important? It is very important. Why? Because any platform that is offering decentralized finance, that is lending platform, is going to be seen a serious boom. Why is that so? This same Genius Act that has been approved by the US Senate is going to create a platform where both the US government can lend money and borrow money. You individuals and private organizations can also lend money and borrow money. Meanwhile, they will be paying their service fee to the US government. Do you get it? At number 3 is the RWA, real world asset. Now, because of this act that has been approved by the US Senate, also let's not forget that the United States has already approved the creation of a US crypto stockpile, which means they are now building a national currency or a national wealth reserve for the country in the blockchain. Now, any project that is offering real world asset or tokenization of real world assets into the blockchain will be getting a lot of boost because of this act that has been approved by the US Senate. And in number 4 is the ISO 20022 protocol. Now, this ISO 20022 protocol, it's a new communication system that is going to connect all the banks in the world, both the bank in your country and the one in my country, both that in the US. All the banks in the world will now begin to speak the language of the ISO 20022 protocol. So it's not about whether you like it or you don't like it. Every country in the world must implement this thing. And guess what? ISO 20022 protocol will go live on the 14th of July. That is in about 10 days from today. It's going live globally on the 14th of July 2025. Now, cryptocurrencies that are aligned or that are compliant with this, that are in compliance with this ISO 20022 protocol will be seeing a massive boost. This is why I am bringing to you guys top 10 cryptocurrencies that I have derived from these 4 major narrative that is currently right now hitting the policy across the monetary system in the whole world right now, especially as it concerns cryptocurrency and fiat currencies. Coming in at number 1 is Ethereum. Let's not forget, Ethereum is the largest and the most valuable altcoin in the world. Okay, now, and Ethereum also is a layer 1 blockchain. There are so many government infrastructure that are currently being deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. The ERC20, the ERC723, and all of that, they are currently running right now on the Ethereum blockchain. This new act that has been approved is going to give a serious boost on projects that are running on the Ethereum network. Let's also not forget that even the Tether, the USDT that most of you use, was initially deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, and there are so many stable coins right now run in the world right now that are operating and running on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, as this act has been signed into law, those coins will be seeing a lot of money pumping into them. How do I mean by that? Of course, when market is going down, everybody is hedging with stable coins, right? And when market is pumping, people are moving to crypto. So each time these stable coins are getting a lot of money being deposited into them, what do you think is happening? The underlying blockchain that is powering these altcoins or these stable coins, as the case may be, will definitely be seeing a boom. That is why Ethereum is at number 1. Coming in at number 2 is Solana. Do not forget that Solana is also a smart contract platform. It is also a layer 1 project itself, and there are so many stable coins that are currently running on the Solana blockchain. Recently, USDT also created USDT on the Solana blockchain as well. So there are so many cryptocurrencies, especially stable coins, that are running on the Solana blockchain. Now, this act that has been signed by the US Senate is also going to create a lot of boom for Solana itself, because as you have so many stable coins that will be running on the Solana blockchain, billions and billions of smart money and billions of venture capitalist money will be coming into the Solana blockchain. Maybe not directly on the Solana coin itself, but on the stable coins running on the Solana blockchain. But here is how it's going to benefit Solana. Now, if you have a cryptocurrency, if you have a stable coin that is like this on the right hand side, and this cryptocurrency is built on the Solana blockchain, now as you pump money into this stable coin, what will happen? It will boost the value of the Solana coin itself. Why is that so? Because for every transaction you do with this stable coin, you will be paying transaction fee in the Solana coin itself. Do you now see how all this is now connected together? Coming in at number 3 is Chainlink, and of course Chainlink is one of them. Why? Because Chainlink is the first of its kind. It's an interoperability oracle itself that enables cryptocurrencies to communicate across blockchain. Do you understand? That is also going to be very, very powerful because of this bill that has been passed into law. It's going to make Chainlink itself to has a whole lot of view. Do not forget that the big data industry is a very large industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And what is Chainlink doing? Chainlink is an interoperability oracle that creates a means where people convert real-world data into the blockchain using the Chainlink protocol. And the Chainlink itself is not just a protocol that converts real-world data into the blockchain. It is also a data gathering mechanism on its own. It's an ecosystem of data gathering, which in turn, like I said, big data industry. You can go Google it. How big is the big data industry, or how valuable is the big data industry? For you to see how much in billions of dollars that industry is. And that is what Chainlink is bringing to the blockchain. Coming at number 4 is Ondo. Ondo is also a reward asset project, okay, that enables people to confirm, or government or institution to convert reward assets into the blockchain. That is what Ondo is about. Now, imagine, for example, you have a company, and your company is called Facebook, and right now you want to convert your Facebook shares into the blockchain, right? So that you can trade it in the blockchain, just the same way people trade cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and all that. You want to do that. Ondo is the fastest and the best place for you to go. Now, with this new law passed into bill, a whole lot of project, I'm talking about utility-based project, physical-based project, or conventional-based project, will be transferring or moving into the blockchain. And of course, they need a platform or an infrastructure that has already created the technology for them to be able to move this real-world asset into the blockchain. And that is where Ondo comes in. So for that reason, guys, Ondo is one project you guys need to be looking out for in this month of July. Coming in at number 5 is XRP. Now, guys, XRP is a cross-border payment platform. All right. Now, here is the thing. XRP is coming to challenge platforms like Swift, the Swift global system. All right. Are you aware that XRP is ISO 20022 compliant, which means as they are launching these new communication languages between banks globally, XRP is already inbuilt into that particular technology. So most banks will end up start using XRP. I have seen a lot of people on social media talk about, they say XRP is the banker's coin. How comes no bank is using XRP? Guys, wait until the ISO 20022 protocol goes mainstream. Until it goes mainstream on the 14th of July, this same 2025. Once it goes mainstream, when all banks will now begin to implement that protocol into their banks, guess what will happen? XRP will be coming as a default coin. Let me give an example. For example, if you buy an Android phone today, right? As you turn on the phone, are you going to meet it pure blank? No any app, no application on the phone? That's not possible. As you buy a brand new phone, there are default apps that comes with that phone, right? If you're in Nigeria will call them follow-com. So you have these follow-com apps, even WhatsApp, Facebook, a lot of apps will be installed on the phone directly from factory. Do you get? And in some cases, in some phones, you won't even be able to remove those apps, delete those apps, or uninstall those apps from the phone because they are default operating system apps. So it is the same thing that the ISO is going to do. The ISO 20022 protocol is coming with default applications, default currencies, of course, which is XRP and others which I'll be mentioning in this video. They will come along with that particular technology. So as banks are implementing this protocol into their operating system, this protocol already have XRP and other cryptocurrencies I'll be mentioning in this video installed and embedded in them automatically as follow-com. Coming at number 6 is Stellar Lumens XLM. Now, Stellar is just like a copycat of XRP, but just a little bit different. Okay. Now, the reason why it is different is just because, you have Android and you have iOS, right? So the both of them does the same thing. They are all mobile phone operating system. It's just that this one functions in a different way and this one functions in a different way. Now, that is exactly what Stellar Lumens is. The both of them are cross-border payment system that are both compliant with the ISO 20022 protocol. So Stellar Lumens is also compliant with the ISO standard. So as this new protocol is going live on the 14th, expect XRP and as well as Stellar Lumens and others I'm going to mention to boom in the market. Coming in at number 7 is Algorand. Now, why is Algorand this important? Now, you see, Algorand itself is also like Ondo, but in a different way. Algorand is a project that allows companies or institutions to convert real-world assets into the blockchain. The only difference between Algorand and Ondo is that Algorand is ISO 2002 compliant, but Ondo is not compliant as of now. Do you get the difference now? So Ondo is also a good project, but I know very soon, later in the future, or very soon in the future, Ondo is also going to be compliant with the ISO, but for now I don't know. However, if you ask me, which project, which cryptocurrency or real-world asset project is compliant with the ISO 2002 protocol, which is going live on the 14th of July, I will tell you that Algorand is your best bet because it is compliant and it's also a project that enables the tokenization of real-world assets into the blockchain. Coming in at number 8 is XDC. Now, XDC is also a stable coin that is compliant with the ISO 2002 protocol. Guys, I will be making another video talking about all the cryptocurrencies that are ISO 2002 protocol compliant. If you want me to make that video and if you want to watch that video, please drop a comment under this video and say OB Crypto ISO. Just write OB Crypto ISO in the comment section in this video. I will make a full video talking about this ISO protocol of a thing. I'm going to give you guys an in-depth view, okay, insight into this particular project, how it works, what it means for the global banking system, and how does that relate to cryptocurrency, so that you can have a full knowledge of this thing. Guys, listen, whatever business that you're doing, okay, it is very, very important at a point in time that you get yourself educated about it. Even if you don't have the money to do or make all the big moves, just get educated, understand it first, so that when money comes, you know what you're doing. Listen, when they talk about opportunity, or some people will say luck. No, there's nothing like luck. Okay, luck is just opportunity meeting you when you are prepared. That is what they call luck. So just get yourself prepared, get the information. So leave the comment under this video and say OB Crypto ISO, and I'll make that video for you guys. However, let's go back to the project we are talking about. We're talking about XDC. Now, XDC is also a platform that is creating a network of stable coins and cross-border payment infrastructure in the blockchain, and it is ISO 2002 compliant, just like XLM and as well as XRP. Coming at number 9 is IOTA. Now, what is IOTA? IOTA stands for Internet of Things. Now, here's the thing. Because of this new law that has been passed into bill, right? Are you aware that a lot of payment gateway? Now, some of you may not understand what is payment gateway. Now, let me explain to you. If you're from Nigeria, there's a payment gateway called Paystack. There's another one called Flutterwave. Now, these are payment gateway where maybe if you build a website and you want to sell something on your website, right? This payment gateway is what you will implement on the button where people will click to pay now. Like when you go to Jumia or Konga or Amazon or AliExpress, that button, after you have selected the item you want to buy, there's a button where you see pay now, right? Now, when you click on that button to pay now, there is a different company that will come up immediately and I give you the window where you enter your MasterCard or Visa card, your ATM card details. You enter your details, and that platform is what is going to remove the money from your bank account. Do you understand? And that gives it to whoever is selling that product. Do you understand? Now, that company that will give you the window where you will enter your card details, that is what we call a payment gateway. Now, with the IOSO protocol that is going live on the 14th, right? A lot of payment gateway will be coming into the blockchain. Now we'll be having blockchain payment gateway. Are you getting me? A lot of e-commerce platform will be using this payment gateway to accept cryptocurrencies on their website. That includes Jumia, Konga, you just name them. All these big e-commerce platform will start accepting cryptocurrencies payment on their platform. They could be accepting stable coins. They could be accepting normal cryptocurrencies. Are you getting me? The most important thing is that we need a technology that will power that infrastructure for payment gateways to come into the blockchain. Okay? And guess what? Here on number 9, IOTA is that particular project that has created that infrastructure right now. And it is ISO 2002 compliant as well. Coming in at number 10 is Quant, QNT. Now, Quant is another project that has created that infrastructure for interoperability within the cryptocurrencies that are compliant with the ISO 2022 protocol. Are you getting the point now? Now, I want you to understand how this thing works. Remember, I think at number 2, I talked about number 3. Sorry, I talked about Chainlink, and I said Chainlink creates an interoperability Oracle infrastructure, right? But that is in the ordinary cryptocurrency blockchain platform. Now we are talking about an interoperability infrastructure that is compliant with the ISO 2022 protocol. Guys, a lot of you will be like, what is the big deal with this ISO thing that this OB Crypto is talking about? Guys, you have no idea. The ISO infrastructure is the new standard for all banks across the world. Even in your country, all the banks in the world will switch to the ISO system. So it's just like, let's say, the whole world now is now compelled to move. Everybody should go and start using only the Apple operating system. Now, Android operating system will just go off completely. No more Android operating system. Everybody will start using Apple. Do you understand? So if that becomes compulsory that everybody will have to move to Apple, of course, the prices of Apple phone will go high, will go up, because everybody is now forced to begin using Apple products. Android will no longer be accessible or available for anybody. Are you getting the point? So this is what the ISO 20022 protocol is about. Is the new communication language or operating system, as you may want to call it, for all banks around the world. And it's going live on the 14th. What do you think is going to happen? So right now, you will be looking for cryptocurrencies that provide infrastructures in the ordinary cryptocurrency environment, but this time in the ISO protocol environment. Are you getting the picture? So this particular project, Quant itself, is compliant. It provides interoperability between cryptocurrencies and stable coins. all within the ISO 20022 protocol, and banks will be happy to have that. Are you getting the point now? For those of you who are loyal audience of the OB Crypto Network, who has been watching this video up to this particular point in time, this is where I want to give you guys your bonus number 11. Okay, so for those who don't watch up to the end, they miss 11. Now at number 11 is Hedera Hashgraph. Okay, now Hedera Hashgraph is the biggest of all this, the whole of these 10 that I've mentioned. Hedera Hashgraph is the biggest. Why do I call it the biggest? Guys, are you aware that the total value of all the cryptocurrency in the world right now is just around $3.3 trillion? 3.3 trillion. Okay, but guess what? The total net worth of all the companies put together that came together and say we are partners, let's build a mega project, right? And they created the Hedera Hashgraph. Are you aware that when you put the total net worth of this company together, it's about 5.6 trillion? Meanwhile, the whole cryptocurrency is just 3 trillion. But Hedera Hashgraph alone has the backing of the godfathers that are worth in total of 5.6 trillion US dollars. Now, Hedera Hashgraph is also ISO 20022 compliant. Guess what? The USDC stablecoin is currently running on the Hedera Hashgraph network. Are you getting the point? Now, Hedera Hashgraph is also going to be embedded into this ISO 20022 protocol globally that all banks will be forced to use. Are you getting me? Now, expect that to also increase value on the price of Hedera. That's number one. Number two, do not forget, Hedera Hashgraph is also quantum immune. As quantum computers are coming to destroy cryptocurrencies, Hedera Hashgraph is immune to quantum computer. What do I mean by immune? It means that it is resistant. Quantum computers cannot attack or hack or break the firewall of Hedera Hashgraph. Are you getting the point now? This is the reason why Hedera Hashgraph is number 11 on this protocol. If you people watch me a lot, you know I speak a lot about Hedera Hashgraph. Guys, whatever it is you're doing in this life, please do not miss to have Hedera Hashgraph in your portfolio for the long term. Guys, I made a video where I had a conversation with two different artificial intelligence systems that talked about what the dangers of quantum computer will be on cryptocurrencies, the whole of cryptocurrency and the blockchain. That is, if the crypto community worldwide, including me and you, if we do not come together to do something about the blockchain technology right now, quantum computers will destroy the entire blockchain. So this Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything that we love so much and we are making money from, everything will crash to zero if the community does not come right now together to do something about these quantum computers. Are you getting to me? Getting me? Now, if you want to watch that video, a link will be appearing up right now. Go and watch that video. That video explains everything about what quantum computer, the dangers that quantum computer poses to the entire cryptocurrency and the blockchain industry as a whole. Guys, my name is OB Crypto with over 8 years of experience in the cryptocurrency market, and I have a whole lot I want to share with you guys. All I ask of you to do right now is to subscribe to this video. That is if you want to see the next video I'll be shooting. The next video I'll be shooting, I'll be giving you guys 5 cryptocurrency narratives that people right now are not talking about. And these 5 narratives, before the end of this decade, that is by 2030, these 5 narratives will be what people will be talking about. Imagine if I told you, let's say 5 years ago, I told you that the AI industry will be very, very big in the cryptocurrency space. Imagine if I told you that 5 years ago. Do you know how much you would have made from the AI project that are, springing up everywhere all around the world right now? Imagine if I also told you about real world asset. Let's say I told you about it 5 years ago. Do you know how much you would have made? Now, the next video I'm going to be making, I'll be talking about 5 narratives, 5 that the whole world will be talking about in the next 5 years. Just subscribe and follow me if you want to see that video. I'll see you guys in the next video. OB Crypto, over and out.
This is not a financial advice. Do your own research.
OB Crypto, hey, money they grow. No good don't make you savvy road. Every update, it makes sense.